everyone. Well, here we are in our third section review. And what I've decided to do today in conjunction with you folks is we're going to warm up again with Nancy's calling, but I'm going to keep stopping it. And what I'd like you to do as you're going, if you have little questions or that doesn't work for me, we'll put it on the list. And then we'll end up with a list of things to go over. Or if it's a really quick thing, maybe we'll handle it right then and there. So hopefully that works for everybody. Hopefully we all warmed up a little bit beforehand. All right, so I'm going to start our recording here. And just like we've been doing before, it's going to start at cross hands right before the third section. You will not hear, I think, them say, Nancy say cross hands. Think of all those essentials.
Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal single whip. Parting.
Okay, I'm actually going to stop us right there. Anyone have any questions on that?
Just the return to mountain.
Yeah.
The correct pointing of the toe direction.
You ask such easy questions. All right.
They're all going to be easy. I'm just doing concentration questions here. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure that's the easiest question that there is. All right. So I'm actually going to go here for us. All right. So the idea here is that we're shifting our weight to the right and we're turning. Now, we have to be able to get this right leg up. And this is like a really bad place to be, correct? I mean, this isn't any stance we know of. So we want to get past it and out of it as fast as we can. Now we can lift the heel, but we need to be able to bring this foot in. If you turn, see, I've turned almost all the way. If you can, you're not going to be able to turn all the way. I don't care what folks say. If you turn all the way and your other foot is here, there is really no way you have good body position, right? I mean, there's no way you can really unwind easily here. You must be able to get this foot in and back a little, actually, because this is a case where you're stepping out for your bow step to the corner, only this would be a bow step to the corner, but you may be here, you might be here. It doesn't matter where you are. It's where you are that you feel like you might be right here on one day, right? I'm in the same place. But you want to be able to make that foot lift without having to move anything. And what you're really doing here is you're coming behind somebody, their legs in front of yours, so that when you do what looks like a brush knee and push, right? Polish the table. Think of it as their body is right here and they're going over your leg. Okay? Yes, Michael.
My understanding was, I'll go this direction. So you turn, and then when you come back, your feet are almost parallel with each other. It's like your heel and your toe, but I was told not to step out. I know you can you're stepping around, but not to step out like this direction, but more this direction.
So what you need to have, what you need to end up with, like if we went all the way, all right, I'm just going to go all the way so you can actually see the relationships on my lines, but you can see that this does not work for me. I need that little extra something around.
Right.
Right. You must be able to, in this one, be able to get this foot up without moving anything over here. Right. This has got to be really firm. And if it's here, I have a hard time doing that. And then you're going to step out. It is your toes. If you took a line parallel, which I've now done because I'm making a corner bow step. If you take your toes, it's going to seem quite wide here, but it is not back here. It could be back here. I mean, frankly, it could be back here. It's a very short bow step. Most people's is about halfway their corner bow step. The center, like their tiger's mouth of their foot, if I want to say, is like over here somewhere, on a line. So I don't know if you can see that.
Can you make a turn to your right?
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave my heel where it is and come like this and come forward. I must, wherever I end up, I must be in a bow step, which means shoulders width apart.
Right.
So the reason that you don't want to go forward a lot is watch what happens if I come forward a lot like this and I think, oh, in fact, I'm really far. Well, if I come forward a whole lot and it was a big step for me, right? It looks really good to you right here. But if I turn this foot parallel and I bring it up, this is not shoulder width.
I got it.
Okay? Yep. Yes, or Lynn.
Okay, so what I'm getting is my toe turns to the wall if I can, and when I bring this foot around, it's quite wide in order to make a shoulder width bow step. If I step directly with my toe pointing to the corner, it's too narrow. So
yes, and you won't be pointing to the corner.
Okay, that's the thing that I really.
Okay,
yeah.
So here's the deal. You won't be unless you brought, and Master Yang has always told, when I have heard him talk about this, he says it will be less than corner, but it can be very close to corner. I mean, you saw that mine was quite close to corner, right? But I think he doesn't believe you can come all the way and still do this, right? This is like, I mean, so if it works for you, don't go past. But most people, an awful lot of people, end up like this. So I'm going to tell you where it is. So you are a little less than straight, right? So when you step out to make your bow step, your corner, if you are like 4 degrees in from straight here with your left foot, then your right foot is going to be 4 degrees inside the corner from being like towards the 45.
Okay, so in other words, standard range, acceptable range is between not quite to the wall. I'm talking about the back foot now of the bow step. When you bring your
Not-
toe around,
Not quite, you're right, this would be to the
not,
wall,
okay, so
not quite.
But if you
to-
do get it straight,
Yes,
is that like a correction? Is that like not okay?
I don't
just-
have an answer to that. All I
Okay.
know is that no one in all the teachers I've ever had has ever said that it goes straight. But I have had Master Yang say it can be almost there.
Okay.
And
I
I've
don't know what
had,
that
I've
means.
had, I don't know what that means either. But you know, and I have had not just you, but one other student who said, it's nothing for me. I feel completely fine. I don't know.
I don't feel that's any more torquing of a position as like single whip or, you know what I mean? It's just,
Well, when I stand here, you know, when I stand here, you know, it is.
what about the turnover 7 stars? I mean, that's like more than this. That's like stepping past your, I mean, it's just, this doesn't seem to be that radical of a, you know,
Well, and turnover 7 stars, it's dynamic.
yeah, okay. But, you know, we're always moving,
And
right?
this is a very good point. I have told you everything I've heard.
So I guess I just guess I mean I'm wanting to be, now that we know the whole form, I want to be practicing to a standard. And so now I know that if it's not a correction, then it's okay, you know, within
I
a
think
range.
I think that people will expect you to be close to, but shy of straight.
Could you do it one more time? Can you do it one more time with your back towards me?
Sure, I think. Oh, I wasn't doing the whole thing, just the stepping. Sorry.
Perfect. That's okay. That's all I needed. You clarified it perfectly. Then I'm doing it the right way anyway. I wanted to verify that I was doing this correctly. So
Okay, great.
I am.
All right.
Thank you.
All
So
right,
there was a
and-
question on the very first move.
That's all right. Anything else there?
What else do we do?
It's grass the bird's tail.
Oh, okay, not at this.
So
time for
if
me.
we have time, I'll come back to grass the bird's tail later. Yes, let's keep going. And we will do, I think you'll remember what the 2 moves are. So like shout out if you don't want to go on, but I'm going to go all the way to through the fair ladies. Does that work for everybody?
So shuttles and fair ladies then?
Yes, does that
Yeah.
work?
I think
Okay.
at this point, yeah, it does.
All right. So we need to get into single whip.
The wild horse's mane. 1. 2. 3. 4. Transition to grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Left. Ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. fair lady. Work shuttles. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Transition to grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Left. Ward off. Right.
Boy, that was hard to start right there. I should have backed up a little.
Yeah, I was completely off at the start, but I caught that.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
No questions. I don't have any questions.
Oh, Erlyn is writing. Yes, Erlyn, that's good. That's good. Oh, can't hear you.
It's a foot thing, just about.
Okay.
Close. And so the parting main. wild horse.
Yes.
Okay, so are we actually stepping narrower, and then when we turn our hand over to go, we're our feet always stay not as far as corner, but
So-
do they actually, are they narrower and then step wider when we do the turning over of the hand before we draw it back?
So the meaning, right? So you're in this less than corner on both sides, right? Right. So we're here, right? We're here. And we come back and you do go out a little bit. You want to know what the meaning is, you go out a little bit. The meaning is you go where you want to go, but you must not go. You're looking for the standard. You must not go to the corner. As long as you're shy of the corner, you're okay. You need to be inside the corner. Know that if you get too close to the corner, it gets hard to get both feet inside the corner. You know, you're kind of trying to get them the same amount inside the corner. So it is also acceptable. Nobody's going to like ding you if you're going up for ranking. If you shift your weight partly back and then nobody sees it move as you shift your weight forward. However, I don't like that. It doesn't go with the meaning. Move it a micron if you need to only move it a micron. Move it. You need to tell yourself you're moving it. It's the intent that matters, right? And you need to reflect that intent in your movement.
So if your foot's a little bit on the inside of the corner, but I thought when you roll back, your left foot, you turn it almost into the corner before you step out.
As long as it's not into the corner, you can do that.
Oh, not into the corner. Okay.
Yes, it cannot be to the corner.
All right.
Think about it this way, like here I'm inside the corner on both sides by quite a margin, right?
Right.
But if now I go really almost to the corner, then when I do my next one, am I going to be way farther inside here if I do it naturally? You know, we kind of want to keep these as equal as we can. And we're going to do 2 or 3 of them. So, you know, you can't get yourself too wide, and you don't want to get yourself where you know, this one's way over here, but this one's sort of coming more here, and you're not looking like the idea is that you're moving in a straight line, you know,
So
you're moving this way.
do you
You're-
want to show movement on your after? Do you want to show movement on your forward foot as you go across? So at this point, do you want to show movement or do you want to keep it still?
I
make
guess
sense?
I'm not quite sure I've got the question. So we're here,
Okay.
right? We're here. You come back and it turns, somebody looks carefully, they should see that it turned out. A little bit.
Yeah. So
A
you are
little bit.
showing movement in both feet as you, when you're and
Then it comes over here. Yeah, then it comes over here,
okay.
and you do it again. And then when you do it, it shows a little movement. But you don't want to get
To the corner.
either one into the corner.
Got it. Okay.
Okay? Yes, Tom, Erlyn.
Okay, and then the space between the legs, between your heels, the space between your heels, is there like a magic, you know, space
Okay.
between heels?
What is it that always determines the space between our feet?
Shoulders.
Shoulders, yeah. I mean,
Oh, that.
No?
Yes, but in this step, it is like a bow step to the corner. I mean, it's so yes, it's shoulder width apart, but I thought your question had to do with this distance.
it does. So
Okay.
it's basically the width is of a bow step to the corner, but your feet aren't pointing to the corner. But the bow step is the width of a bow step to the corner. Is that right?
The bow step, this bow step here, it is still a bow step, is still shoulder width apart. However, think about what its length is, because in a way, it's this bow step that's like this, right? Right?
I'm figuring out how to write that down.
I don't know how you write that down. I'm sorry. You're going to have the tape.
No, I got it.
All right. It's kind of the length, except you're doing it here. But so each time we release our energy here, it is going this way, and then it's going this way, right? It's going this way, but my general forward movement is this way. So that's why there's a lot of things happening here. But we are talking about effectively the length. And so the question I will ask you folks, since we're in the third section now and you're so good at this, what determines the length of our bow steps?
We need to be able to step back. I mean, we can step out only as far as we can step back from without.
We need to be able to separate empty and full, right? Distinguish empty and full as per weight, right? Perfect. And what's the other thing about the length of our bow step? I will give you a hint. This is a bow step, right? This is a bow step.
How low our stance is. Sorry.
Ah, yes. This is a bow step. And you were asking about sort of rules of the game when you're testing. And this is a bow step, right? They're all bow steps, right? They're all bow steps, right? Think of them in the right way, right? So I could be here, right? I wouldn't be as agile, but boy, some people are. You know, think of those skaters, you know, some people are. So once you go down, though, unless it's a move that is a known move to go down and come back up, because you were basically implying that you were interested in like ranking. if you were being judged, or a competition, if you were being judged on what you were doing, and you're going wider and wider and wider, right? Right? Something like that. You've now lowered. All right. So when you're doing grasp the bird's tail, you're at that height. You know, you're going to love it. You're going to love it when you go down, you know, because it makes this one easier. You're going to love it there, but you're not going to so much love it here. Right? So keep that in the back of your mind.
Right. Gotta train that one.
And anything else on these?
I just have to figure out, I'm gonna watch again and then figure out how to write down what that little hoppy thing that you did. So
all I did was try to hold my stance. Hop, turn in the air. Don't ask me how I do that, you know, turn in the air and put my feet down in the same position.
that's
right?
very helpful. Yeah.
So from here to here, right?
That's very helpful.
That's all I did. Yeah, that's all I did.
Michael, do you have a question? Because I have another question, but I don't want to just like.
No, go ahead.
On the ward off, thank you. On the ward off, when you're coming out of the last main, and you go like this, and you come forward, and then you go to do the ward off, I feel that, is it here? Maybe it's here. I guess this arm right here, I don't, maybe that's not the move. It doesn't feel very circular to me. It feels like just kind of like it's coming up, which doesn't feel very Tai Chi when you're transitioning.
All right, so let me see what we're doing. So we are, maybe if we do it in, see, the last one's a right one, right? I'll do it in the other direction, right? So we're here.
Is there another shuttle?
No.
Is there a transition from after shuttle to a grass?
Yes.
It might
Yes,
be
there's both. Okay, let's do both. Let's
Okay,
review both. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I'm gonna be showing you the right arm, but so we've done 1, 2, our last one is like this, right? Oh yes, okay. So I'm, gosh, I don't know that I can,
well, yeah, actually that one does feel round because you can bring your arm down. It's the one after the shuttle where you get into roll back and then turn your body and then you go into it's the shuttle transition I'm seeing now. That's the one.
I wasn't quite sure what I did here, but I also just want to remind us that on this one, you're going to bring your foot back and in.
I'm gonna write that
Oh,
down.
we turn. That's right. I wasn't changing directions. I was doing a transition that's not there. So,
So main transition, we bring our foot in, right?
so we're here. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, we're here. Yes. Gosh, I'm so, without doing it. Yeah, here we go. All right. So we do this, we turn, right?
Okay.
So it might feel not.
Well, that one actually feels okay. And
okay.
I'm glad I wrote down about bringing the foot in because that was actually something I need to remember too. But
yes.
The shuttle one, you go from the shuttle position and then you drop down into the roll back and then you use a waist turn.
Yes.
And then you put your weight back. But this feels like it's just dropping down and it doesn't feel very, it doesn't feel good.
Turn back. Let's see. Where's our shuttle? Our shuttle is here, right?
Yes.
Is that the hand that's up? This.
Yeah.
Which, gosh, I can't do these things
Yeah, that's the position.
here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now you know, it's not like it's in my body, it's not in my, all right, I come down. I feel ready for rollback. I roll back, right? And then as I turn, I'm, you're not being able to see this. Okay, so here, we're here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're here. Here, towards the corner. There we go. Here, 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 here. So you're going to actually open your, I didn't open my chest that much. I was noticing I did before. So here, here, see how open, my chest is not open, but it's come here and then here, and then here, it opens because my hips are so open. It's open a little bit more, and then that gives me a really strong turn here. Now you're saying it's very choppy, right?
For me, it feels like I'm just, the arm is not, the left arm of mine is not.
Okay, so the left arm? Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
the
you were
left arm
talking about
is not feeling Tai Chi. It's feeling,
oh, let it follow your center. Your center's coming back on the diagonal. Your left arm's going to come back. Let it, oh, no, it's more bent.
okay. So it actually doesn't bend anymore. It moves from the shoulder then. It's already bent into the rollback position.
It should be,
Yeah.
yes. But I'm just saying you were maybe straightening it. So
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm pointing, right? And then it's just slipping under.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't feel comfortable. I'm going to watch this a few times till I try to figure out what the thing is, but thank you.
So
Whenever I do it, it's like, ooh, I don't like it.
So here's the other thing we will do more on next week. Because I think this is really valuable what we're doing today. What we'll do more on next week is we will try to get these coordinations, which we know, and some of them don't feel right, right? And we'll do some looking at those coordinations a little more. So bring those to me. This is exactly the right question to be asking. Bring those, because it's part of it is, are you in the right body position, right? But part of it is, are you letting your body swing? And are you letting your body, come with your movement? Rather than, I have to put it here and now it's going to go here, which you've smoothed out. But actually, it might just happen if your body is turned into a whip.
Yeah.
So so look for that this weekend. That
Okay. Yeah.
that'll be a challenging move to find it, but for me, I find it with the left arm that it's just coming along with, because I'm giving it permission to keep its body, its shape, but come along with that backward diagonal movement.
Okay.
Sometimes you hold things from moving with you, and there is, that's where you invest a little, you tell it to come or not to come with you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of the other ones can feel pretty good on most days, but this one, it never feels good. So,
Okay, then practice it this week and
Yeah.
let's come back to this next
thank you.
time. Anything else in this sequence? All right, I am going to start grasp the bird's tail up and then we'll keep going.
Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. 1. 2. 3. Single whip. Snake creeps down. Golden rooster stands on one leg. 1. 2. 'Step back and repulse the monkey. 1. 2. 3. 'Diagonal flying. 'Raise hands and step forward. 'White crane spreads its wings. 'Left knee brush and push. Needle at sea bottom. Fan through the back. Turn body and white snake spits out its tongue. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push.
All right, anything in that section for folks?
That was a lot.
It was a lot, I'm sorry, but you kind of know it was there.
Yeah. Where did we end off last time?
So we did cloud hands this time. We finished the rest of Grasp the Bird's Tail, did cloud hands, and then we went into our first snake creeps down. So we did do that middle part with needle.
Right, but before that, the cloud hands, there was I don't have my list.
Just, oh, I have my list.
Actually,
Single
I do
whip.
have my list.
Single whip.
We had single whip, yeah. I
Um,
think that's what we had, because we're stopping now before we do cloud hands.
And before that was grass versus tail.
Yes, I think so, right? Yeah,
Okay, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, here's a quickie. Step back, repulse monkey,
yes.
and sort of diagonal flying, just a hand thing. So, when we're doing the repulse monkey, is there a slight like elbow rotation like this to come up to here?
You're very observant. Guess what?
No? Yes?
There is
Allowed to do it?
always,
Are we allowed
there
to?
is, okay, when we swing this arm for brush knee, when we swing this arm for parry block and punch, when we swing these arms for repulse monkey, it is the same arm swing. It just may be that you're turned a little differently, so it ends up flying out. It is this. It is this. And yes, the elbows rotate down. Okay, so we did this at one point. Almost nobody gets it in their first year, Erlen, so it's amazing that you picked that up. Or
It's because
first time through.
It's because of the senior form seminar when Master Yang showed really that when he was coming around. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, yes, he
that
did.
belongs everywhere. Yeah.
It does belong. You are absolutely. So what's happening here? Part of what we're doing, you want to train this, because part of what you're doing is this is an escape. If you can do this when somebody has you, this is one of the ways you escape when somebody is trying to get you in a compromised position. And I'm having a hard time figuring out right now exactly, but you know, if you're doing big rollback to big rollback with people, each of you is trapping the other, and in that big rollback, and then if you do this, you get out.
Okay.
You know, so always elbows down, elbows down. So remember when I had everybody show themselves that they could actually keep those elbows down? If you are what? Relaxed. Relaxed. But if you go, oh, I can't do it, right? Right? No. Throw the arm. It's natural. It's natural. Let your arm swing. All of us do it all the time if we just let the arms swing. Just let them swing, they stay down. It's when we try to put them somewhere that they go, oh no, they get stuck. Oh my goodness. You know, no, this is one of those. Well done. A+. Nice question. And unfortunately, we all have trouble keeping our elbows down because we're doing it slow and we're not letting it just swinging in slow motion is hard, you know, but over time you're in the right position and your body will do a lot of it for you. Oh, you're turning and moving your weight. Let it help that swing.
So
right?
you're and that swing, you're twisting your waist in order to keep your elbow from dropping back behind you. Is that correct? So you want to keep you want to keep your elbow on the side, and so it doesn't drop back here.
So here's the thing: when we do brush knee and push,
right,
we definitely twist, and because we twist, this goes to the corner, right?
Right.
Right. But when we're coming out of here, I'm trying to remember what we're doing here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm doing it on the wrong side, but don't worry. I've got 3 forms and they are all different, right? That when you're here, it can't go to the corner and still be a good body shape, right? It's more to the side, right?
Right.
Now, if you turn more, it can go more further. So it's always this. It is always this swing. If you turn, it can go way back here. Look, look, look. It goes way back here, right? It can be a very powerful swing, right? But when you're on one foot and you're on one foot and you're coming back. Let's see how I have to remember what I'm doing here. So we're coming back. We'll just do it. Here we go. Here we go. Here. 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 Now we're coming back. It's going to fly out more to the side as I step back, because there's no way I can turn that much because my legs going back at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And then it's going to come in. So if you can get it up there fast enough, it could fly out a little further, but I'm sorry, I have a really hard time doing it in the middle. Anything else from that section?
It's an arm circle. It's just the next move into diagonal flying, the circling of the arms. I mean, I know it's like a really big, like close. I don't remember even, but I just want to talk. It's an elbow kind of question again. Can you do it so I can?
It's the same thing. It's
Okay.
that. It's that. Is
Okay.
that what you're asking?
That is exactly what I'm asking.
Yep. It is what Master Yang showed, and it's something we all need practice of, including me, on a good day. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to suggest at this point, because we're getting towards the end of time, we are going to do the rest of the 3rd section. Okay.
Single whip. Cloud hands. 1, 2, 3, single whip. High pat on horse. Thrust out palm. Turn body and cross kick. Step up and punch to the groin. Step up and grasp the bird's tail. Ward off, right. Roll back, press, push, single whip, snake creeps down, step up to 7 stars, step back to ride the tiger, turn body and lotus kick. Bend the bow and shoot the tiger. Step up, parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. Cross hands. Closing. And finish.
All right. Not the way I would recommend practicing the third section. However, hopefully that last part went pretty smoothly for you. We do have a few minutes if you want to just ask any final questions on that, or just you can write them down for next time.
I gotta go through this again and try to write stuff down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It sounds good. Well, we've got that. All right. Well, thanks everybody for and especially Erlyn for your list of questions. It was a very good list that you had. Yeah, great questions. That's
sometimes she asks a question that I forgot to ask. Or
Yeah, ditto on that, Michael. Thank you. Same.
It's very true. It's very true. Yes, and they're all, everything has a reason, and you folks know it, right? So as you've come to your place in your Tai Chi learning where you know certain things should be a certain way, and this whatever it is that just happened is not fitting. This is the mega lesson, right? When it doesn't feel right, look at it again, ask about it. Yeah, there's probably a reason for it. And when things feel really right, ask what you did differently. See if you can figure that one out. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Dee Dee.